Woodland lodges or seaside caravans. One promises luxury, nature and world-class pools. The other delivers family fun, entertainment and unbeatable value. But when it comes to choosing the perfect UK holiday park, which one actually wins? Today we're putting Center Parcs and Haven head to head, breaking down the pools, accommodation, activities, food and price. So whether you're planning a family getaway, a couple's escape, or just want to know where your money goes further, then this video is for you. Hello everybody and welcome to this video. So as said in the introduction, we're going to be talking all things Center Parcs and Haven today and seeing which one we prefer, which one you get the most value for. 6, 7.
You're juggling. Center Parcs, Haven, Haven. Center Parcs versus Haven, which one is actually better?
Well, that's what we're going to discuss today. So we might agree on some, we might disagree on some, but that is what this video is all about. If you go to Center Parcs and you're curious about whether to go to a Haven, if you go to Haven and you're curious about whether to go to Center Parcs, or if you've been to neither and you're just curious about both of them, then this video is for you. So without further ado, let's get into it. So first things first, Stu, we're going to talk pools. What are we saying on the pool activities?
That's a no-brainer. Center Parcs every single day.
Why?
Because it's bigger, it's better, and there's just more things to do. So the pool at Haven and Cleethorpes that we went to just put me off Haven pools completely because it was just horrendous.
In what way?
It was small, there was actually nothing to do, and there was very limited activities for the kids to do. It was basically just a paddling pool, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think when you're looking at the two, Center Parcs, their pools, in all of their sites, you've got the Rapids, including Winfeld. They do have their own version of the Rapids. So you have the Rapids, which are a big, massive part of a lot of people's family when they go to Center Parcs. You have the subtropical swimming paradise, which is extremely clean. It's lovely and warm. The changing facilities there are excellent. You don't have to pay for your lockers.
Yeah.
Like I say, you've got the pools, you've got the whirlpools, you've got the hot tubs, you've got the children's area, which is absolutely fantastic and somewhere where we spend a lot of our time. You've also got the outside areas too. Granted, not all the Center Parcs sites have a huge outside area with the pool, but you know what? When you're inside the subtropical swimming paradise, there's that much there to do. There's a bar in there where you can get food. There's Starbucks, so if you just want to sit in there and relax while the kids go and play, there just is. It is a massive selling point for a lot of families. When you look at Haven,
That's
you can
so
see
stressful.
what Stu's opinion is.
The most stressful time of my entire life is going to a changing room at Haven. Especially like you've got the pushchair and then you've got a little one, like Bobby is 4. So you've got the clothes that they need to get out of, and then you've got the swimming clothes, and you've got all the towels.
Which of course is the same situation as if you're going Center Parcs.
But there's not enough room.
No,
like the changing rooms are tiny. Where at Center Parcs you've actually got family room. You've got family changing rooms that we all can get into, but at Haven you haven't. And then the lockers, particularly at Cleethorpes
in
Haven, were just dotted about everywhere. So we must have had, well, for the stuff that we had, I think we had 4 lockers at £1 a piece. We didn't get back.
You don't get the pound back, and also the lockers in Haven are extremely small, whereas your lockers at Center Parcs are a lot bigger. Yeah. And also, I think you were going to touch on it then, so sorry if I interrupted you, but the changing rooms themselves, not just the room, like the actual changing rooms area. There's not enough changing rooms. And with a Haven, you have to book your swimming slots. So you're getting so many people coming in on the hour, on the quarter past the hour, the half past the hour and so on. They're all coming into the changing room to go into the pool, and they're all coming out of the pool into the changing room to get changed. So you've got 2 lots of people coming into this area. It is just chaos, isn't it? It really is.
So, yeah, for me.
Yeah, and the pool itself at Haven, like you've said, yeah, it's great because it's free at a Haven. It's also included in your break when you do the Haven Pass addition, but you're not getting nowhere near the same as experience as at Center Parcs. For starters, there's no slides in some of the Haven sites, and if there is, like at the Cleethorpes, for example, there was some fantastic looking blooms and slides. However, they were outside and they are seasonal. They're not open all year round. Whereas at Center Parcs, the whole of the subtropical swimming paradise is open all year round. So I think we can confidently agree there that Center Parcs wins that one hands down.
Definitely.
Hands down.
Yeah.
So the next subcategory that we're going to talk about is accommodation. Now, you can get lodges at Haven, however, normally you're in a caravan. So we're doing a lodge that you would get at Center Parcs, or I sometimes call it a villa, or a caravan. So, Stu, what are your thoughts on this?
Oh, do you know what? It's very hard because someone that grew up caravanning, I love caravan holidays, and I love a caravan. It's just different, but I also love a Center Parcs lodge or villa, as you call it, because it's just different, and you're out in the country, in the forest, etc., and it's a different sort of coziness. It's a different sort of vibe. When I think of caravan, I don't know. It's very hard. It's hard for me to compare because I like them both for different particular reasons. Like, I suppose a caravan more for the nostalgic feel, and then Center Parcs being just away from the world is just a completely different vibe, and I enjoy that as well.
Yeah.
But you're more confined in a caravan, which again's fine. Where at Center Parcs, you're actually you're doing your day-to-day living like you would in your house there.
Yeah.
Where it's different in a caravan because you're more confined to a...
For me, it comes down to the space. Like in a caravan, like the caravans that we've stayed in at Haven have both been really lovely. We've stayed in a grade bronze and we've stayed in a grade silver. I can't fault either times. However, they're just too small. Like, we went as a family of 5 at the time to Haven in the caravan, and there just wasn't enough space. Even though we got an 8 sleeping caravan, there just wasn't enough space. Also, privacy. You're out there, you're being overlooked every time. You've got no outdoor space except for on your deck if you're paying for that higher grade in Haven. Whereas at Center Parcs, what I love, if you're going for the standard lodge, you've got your own little lodge. Inside it's beautifully decorated, underfloor heating, and it's always immaculately clean. And you're just surrounded by this nature bubble in the middle of a forest. Sometimes you can drop on and be by water as well. I'm a water bod, so I love being by the water, but it's just waking up and having the wildlife right there. You're in this little lodge that gives the impression of like a woodland lodge. That's something out of a fairy tale. And you're in the middle of your woods, and you can go home and you put your log burner on and you get all cozy, and then the kids can go off and play, and we've got that space.
Yeah.
And like with your accommodation, like as standard with Center Parcs, you get your cot included, you get your high chair included, you get your hairdryers included. Whereas at Haven, these are additions that you have to pay for. You have to pay for your cot, you have to pay for your high chair, you have to pay for your towels, you have to pay for...
That's crazy.
So, and it all adds up. So, yes, you're going to be saving money by booking a Haven. However, when you start adding these little bits on, it does start to creep up. So for me, again, there's no comparison. Like, I get it because the caravan, the nostalgic, the typical seaside holiday, family holiday, and it's amazing. You get to live by the sea for a week or a weekend. But for me, being secluded in a lodge in the forest is the winner.
Wow. Center Parcs 2-0 up.
2-0.
2 up.
Okay, this next category, we are accompanied by the baby who has finished nursery, and we're going to be talking about food and dining. So dining, especially dining out, is where budgets can spiral.
A lot. Especially at Center Parcs.
Yes.
Yeah. Like, what's the Indian called? Rajendra Pradesh. very, very, very expensive. Very expensive. Like, do you remember the time in the summer when we ordered a little takeaway? A little pot of chips was like £6.
Yeah. Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Did we have one curry between us all, or two?
Yeah, simple.
With poppadoms?
Yeah.
It was like £60 odd.
Yeah.
That's crazy. The portions are terrible.
So at Center Parcs, you do have a good selection of restaurants on site. But with Center Parcs, I find that once you're in and on site, you don't want to leave that Center Parcs bubble, do you? Like, once you're in and you're on the Center Parcs park, you just want to stay within the park. Like, you don't want to venture out. So you are limited as to what you can have. Yes, there's all the restaurants, but they are expensive. Whereas Haven...
Yeah, well, especially like the Haven and Cleethorpes, because they've got a Weatherspoons.
Yeah.
So it was actually cheaper because, it's Weatherspoons food, isn't it? Which is obviously cheap and cheerful. Well, I don't mind that. But I also don't mind eating out at Center Parcs either, but it can be pricey.
Yeah, so with Haven, you do get a good selection of restaurants too. Obviously, different Havens, you get a better selection. Both Center Parcs and Haven offer like a takeout delivery service on site, which is great. I enjoyed the food at Haven. I enjoyed the food at Center Parcs. It is a lot more expensive at Center Parcs, but then the experience is better at Center Parcs. More or less every restaurant at Center Parcs has a soft play. Do they have that at Haven? No.
But also, you'd be more inclined to eat out more at Haven because you haven't got a big kitchen. Where at Center Parcs, you've obviously got a big, spacious kitchen, and you wouldn't normally eat out
in your accommodation.
Yeah, you wouldn't eat out every day at home, so you wouldn't. I don't understand why you'd eat out every day at Center Parcs, especially when you've got this massive kitchen to cook and stuff in anyway. So
yeah, unless that's what you like to do on holiday, you like to splurge, you like to go out and eat. We have to be
realistic,
budget mindful. We can't afford to go out and eat breakfast, lunch, tea, and snacks, coffees here and there at Center Parcs. We just can't do that, especially with having kids. When we've compared our holidays, we tend to eat out more at a Haven because it is more budget friendly. And also, I find more appetising and appealing to the kids, their taste.
Definitely.
Okay, so the next subcategory is activities and entertainment.
Ooh.
Now, with the activities, Center Parcs offers so many activities. That is a big part, in our opinion, of a Center Parcs break. You go and you do something different each time. From archery to pottery painting to the spa, thank you, to swimming, to go-karting, to aerial adventures, zip lining, canoeing. There's just such a variety. However, they do come at a cost.
Which you would expect anyway.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't understand why people moan that you have to pay for activities when you should pay for activities. Like, really, shouldn't you?
Yeah, definitely.
You should do.
And you can also do activities at Haven. They do offer things such as pottery painting, archery, football for the tots, adventure golf. However, you get what you pay for. I think, personally, we have a better experience at the activities at Center Parcs. Me and Bobby did pottery painting at Haven. You pay for your seat and that's it. So Bobby is sat at the table painting and I'm stood squashed in this little room full of people. There's nowhere to put your coats and bags and nothing. You can't take drinks and things in, and it just wasn't a very nice experience. And I didn't feel like I had to rush him, but I could tell I just couldn't wait to get out of there because it was a stuffy room and it just wasn't the best. Whereas if you take, for example, the pottery painting studio at Center Parcs, it's lovely, big, airy, bright space. You can go in and sit with your family if you're not participating. You can take drinks in from Starbucks. Yeah, it's more money, but it's a nicer experience.
Definitely.
So with a Haven as well, you have to book your activities in advance, like you do at Center Parcs. I don't think it's a make or break type thing if you don't do activities at Haven.
No.
Like, if we went to Haven and we didn't do any activities, I wouldn't feel like we'd missed out.
Yeah, but I wouldn't at Center Parcs either.
No,
I wouldn't.
because you either do them or you don't. And at both Center Parcs and Haven, you get the swimming for free. However, at a Haven, you have to book your slot. You only get an hour, and you only get so many for your trip. Whereas at Center Parcs, you can go swimming countless endless times.
I'd just be happy going swimming every day anyway. So
yeah, just not at Haven.
Just not at Haven, no. God, no.
So I think in comparison with the range, the amount of activities that Center Parcs offer compared to Haven, and also the quality, I think hands down Center Parcs is a winner for that one, activity-wise.
Yeah.
However, when we're looking at entertainment, Haven do offer great entertainment.
Oh, yeah.
For children and adults. You know, they have the character meet and greets, they have things going on all day, every day in the show bar.
If you can get a seat.
If you can get a seat. Now, we say this because we went in October half term to Haven. We paid for a play pass. We couldn't get a seat.
No.
As we have said in our Haven vlog previously, we believe that if you pay for a play pass, you should be guaranteed a seat to go and watch the shows. It's not first come, first serve. Everybody's paid for one, so everybody should be entitled to go and see that show.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you've got two disappointed little children on your hands. But yes, if you can get a seat, the shows are great.
The shows are amazing, aren't they?
Character interactions are fabulous. Whereas at Center Parcs, entertainment-wise, there isn't really much except for they do a kiddies disco twice a week, I think it currently is. So if you like a midweek break, it's like either a Tuesday or a Wednesday or a Thursday. If you're at the weekend, it's normally a Saturday. And they have like a kiddies disco, a free kiddies disco in the leisure bowl normally, which is good. And they have a DJ and kiddie songs on. And then after that finishes, the DJ does stay on in case any adults want a little beverage, you know.
Which we did do once, didn't we?
We did on his honeymoon, didn't we?
Yeah.
And it's nice. And when I went with Tracy, we booked our bowling for the time sort of when we knew that the DJ was going to be on for the adults. So when we were bowling, we'd got in the background all the great tunes.
That's good.
Yeah, so that's a free event. Again, space is limited, but you will find with Center Parcs that you have to make your own entertainment. Not everybody goes to the kiddies disco, but if you did want to go, I'd advise getting there an hour beforehand if you wanted a seat. But normally you go for 20, 25 minutes, you have a little bit of a bop with your child, and then you come away and go back to your lunch.
Yeah, definitely.
So in terms of entertainment, I think Haven's got to have it for that one.
Yeah.
Do you agree?
Yeah.
What's in? What are you doing? No.
Right, so last but not least, the price and the value.
Let's be honest, everybody knows it. Center Parcs is blooming expensive.
Not necessarily. In the summer, or like obviously holidays,
School holidays.
It is. School holidays, it is. But we have been numerous times out of obviously half-term holidays, and the price has been incredible. So we've had some Monday to Friday breaks. We used to always go in January at like, what would it cost, like £379?
Yeah, and
which
then
is cheap.
We'd have a come back soon offer, which used to be repeat guest offer, and the name will probably change in years to come. So basically, they honour if you have been to Center Parcs. When you depart, they'll give you a code that gives you £50 off your next booking if you book within 30 days. So we always take advantage of that, don't we?
Yeah.
And we've been able to get some really good deals. However, we've looked in February out, so in school time, is what, 370 quid?
Yeah.
February half term is £1,250. That's for a family of 4. Now, when we've looked on Haven, obviously they're not open in February. They start to open when the weather gets nicer in springtime. We went to Haven last year in June in school time for £190, and that was a bronze grade
Yeah,
caravan.
yeah.
When we looked at Center Parcs for the same week, it was £650.
But Haven in the October half term wasn't that much, was it?
No, it was £550 we paid. That was for 5 of us in a silver caravan.
Yeah.
But then, like I've said before, then you have to add on your cot, your hair dryer, your towels, your high chair, and these little things. Yeah, they don't cost masses, but they're all little add-ons which add up.
Towels that you don't get.
Yeah, towels that you don't get at Haven. Oh, yeah, okay. Let's not get onto that. Let's not get wound.
But yeah, I mean, Center Parcs can be expensive, but it also can't be expensive. If you can go on a normal week, then do it, because the prices are very, very cheap. I find them very cheap anyway. So do you, don't you? Yeah.
And I think your holiday can be as budget friendly or as expensive as you want it to be. You can go all out, eat at the restaurants every day, all day for all meals, go on every activity there is, have the best grade lodge caravan. Or you can be savvy, just book standard, do minimal activities, make use of the free amenities, yet still have a fantastic time. So
Yeah.
in terms of price, obviously Haven wins because Center Parcs is expensive. However, we've had this discussion before. We would rather not go on 2 or 3 holidays to Haven and put that money together and go to a Center Parcs.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if this is distracting, but this is what we've got to do with a 1-year-old.
Yeah, this is just life. I mean, this is life for everybody, really.
We tried to get this video done before nursery finished, but we didn't achieve it.
No.
But yeah, going back to what we we're saying, I'd pay within reason for Center Parcs because I just enjoy the Center Parcs break more than a Haven break. I do.
Yeah.
So it's not really about which is better.
No.
It's about which holiday you want and which sort of holiday
you need,
I suppose, isn't it? Yeah. So
if you want a hectic holiday, stress holiday, I'd go to Haven. If you want a relaxing holiday, a little bit of stress in between, like especially with kids, then go to Center Parcs.
So Center Parcs, Haven. So if you want luxury, amazing pools and a peaceful nature bubble, I suggest you go to Center Parcs.
Yeah, I'm me.
But if you want affordability and classic family fun with that caravan feel, then we suggest going to Haven.
Yeah, let's wrap this up. We got a baby on the warpath.
Neither are bad. Both are just 2 completely different experiences. But please let us know in the comments, do you go to Center Parcs, do you go to Haven? Are you thinking about going to one? If so, let us know. Let us know your opinions. We hope that you have enjoyed this video. Please like it, please comment like I said, and please consider subscribing. It's completely free. And we will see you on future Center Parcs trips super soon for lots of wellbeing fun.
Clap handies.
Bye bye.
Yay.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Bye bye.